Hello, Future Sam here. Just reminding you to get your instrument. If you don't have it, go get your instrument so you can play along with this video, which is beginning right now. Alright, today we will talk about how to use the metronome to improve your articulation. One of the hardest things I've noticed for beginners is to separate the breathing and the tonguing of notes. Most of them start off by going ha 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 to start every note, like this. Which we do not want to do. I feel dizzy just doing that a little bit. Man, the air does not like that. So let's start off by playing a couple of whole notes. And this will be example number 1, found in the PDF in the description box of this video. We will play a whole note, then a whole rest, then a whole note, then a whole rest, and it will all be on concert B flat. Let us begin. 1, 2, ready. Okay, so now when we apply the articulations to this, we want the air to do exactly what we just did, blow the whole time without stopping. All that's going to change is what we're doing with our tongue. And for reed players, all the tongue is going to do is go tap right there, gently. If you're a saxophone player, obviously a little bit different of an angle. It's going to come like this. And if you're a flute player, you're just going to, almost exactly like that. It's really hard to show what's happening because I can't show you the inside of my mouth when I'm doing this. But it is very, very much like going to. So if you're blowing on the flute and you're going, that's what it should sound like without the flute. So here's what it sounds like with a note, just interrupting the air gently. But we'll use a B flat. Okay, so let's apply that with the metronome, and let's do that together. This is example number 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, raise your hand if you didn't see the repeat there. There's a repeat there, and I played it. Alright, so articulating on the beat is all good and fine. We don't always have articulations just on the beat. Sometimes we have eighth notes. So example 3 has some eighth notes. Let's play through this one. We have a quarter note followed by 2 eighth notes, followed by a quarter note, followed by 2 eighth notes, and then the customary whole note rest so that you can breathe. Again, making sure that when we are playing all of these extra notes, that the breath is still a whole note's worth of breath. Example number 3. 1, 2, ready. this point, I would like to point out that my articulations are practiced. I've done this quite a bit, and if yours don't sound like mine, that's fine. If it's more aggressive or harsh or whatever, I mean, I've heard it done a lot of different ways. The more you do this, the easier it gets. Just realize that I'm trying to be relatively gentle. I could certainly do maybe a lot less or a lot more to make the articulation sound different. This is just sort of what it sounds like when I'm doing a neutral articulation. That being said, example number 4, we are going to do something different with the metronome because this is all about using the metronome to improve things. We're going to play 4 eighth notes and a half note, and we're going to play up a scale, and we're going to do this one several times to speed it up. This will be the concert F scale, 4 eighth notes and a half note for every note of the scale, straight up the scale. 1, 2, ready. We will give it the customary kick of 5 beats up. This is now 65 beats per minute. Same exercise. Oh, by the way, just in case you didn't notice, I am breathing where I need to breathe, except for the first time. It was just an example breath. You can breathe after the half note and nowhere else. 65. 1, 2, ready. You can guess what's coming next. What's coming next is 70. 1, 2, ready. We could do this all day, but I have more examples to do. Now we're going to articulate and move the fingers. We're going to play up and down the first 5 notes of the G, or I'm sorry, my G, everybody's F, concert F scale, and it'll be quarter notes first, and then eighth notes. Let's bring it back down to 60. Here we go. All right. Here's example number
5.
1, 2, ready. for the sake of brevity, I have not repeated this one, but we will repeat it right now with a slightly faster tempo. 1, 2, ready. And again, 70. 1, 2, ready. All right. The last example is these same notes, but now we're going to mix slurs and articulations. We're going to start off by slurring 2 notes and tonguing 2 notes. Then we're going to switch to tonguing 2, then slurring 2. Then we're going to put the slurs in the middle. It's going to be a wild ride of articulations. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, again, let's go ahead and speed this one up. 1, 2, ready, go. And again, but at 70. 1, 2, ready. All right, so I hope you played along with this one and got it all. There will be a few other examples on the PDF. Make sure you use your metronome to keep your articulations even. Make sure the notes that are supposed to be on the beat are on the beat, and the notes in between the beats are in between the beats. And other notes don't exist because everything is either on a beat or not on a beat. That's really all I have for you today. Please go practice your articulations and also subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day, guys.